Hello, District 126 students, parents, and community. I am Dr. Jesse Rodriguez, the proud superintendent of District 126. I am here with my two principals who will introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Dr. Chris Pavelchik, principal of Zion Benton High School.
Hi, I'm Chris Kubik, principal at New Tech.
At this video, we'll explain how we are redefining the District 126 experience based on the proposal that the Board of Education approved for the interactive remote learning plan that we will use to open the upcoming school year. Reopening our schools will be a complex and challenging process. We have taken the utmost care to protect the safety of our students, families, and educators, while striving to provide the balance of rigor and support that will best serve our students. Here, you can see the guiding principles that guided our planning process. These principles come from best practice in the field, collaborating with other educational professionals, and feedback from our students, staff, families, and community members. Please note that the primary focus of our plan centers on safety awareness while ensuring educational continuity. We firmly believe that we can achieve both. We are confident that our plan will preserve the health and safety of our students and families and staff while maintaining our commitment to providing an education that centers on active engagement, rigorous instruction, and intentional support systems for our students. We are adopting an interactive learning plan in which scheduled classes will be taught remotely utilizing Zoom, as well as the district learning management systems, Canvas at Zion Benton High School, and ECHO and New Tech, along with other online resources. This plan allows for the structure, support, and in-person interaction that is necessary for supporting learning, while coordinating that interaction in such a way that preserves the safety of our students and staff. I will turn it over to our two principals for more detailed information regarding the plan.
When we think of safety, we know that social distancing and proper use of PPE helps to prevent the spread of COVID. We simply cannot maintain the social distancing guidelines and appropriate use of PPE with several hundred people on campus. It is not logistically or operationally sustainable to have all students and staff in our buildings at one time. When the inevitable case does occur, it will likely become instructionally unsustainable because we would have to shut down, causing a significant disruption to learning. To clarify, we are not saying that it is not safe to come into the building. We are saying that it is not safe to bring hundreds of people in at one time. With cases rising nationally, statewide, and locally, and an increased risk in communities with demographics like ours, we cannot in good conscience, invite very large numbers of students and staff to come to an environment that we know we cannot keep safe. Therefore, we must significantly limit the number of people in our buildings while we remain open. Here you can see some of the other considerations that led to this decision to move to a full remote model. Online instruction will be mostly synchronous, which will provide the structures that are both developmentally appropriate and more conducive to consistent student engagement. This synchronous online instruction will be supplemented by virtual office hours and coordinated communication from teachers and support staff. Here you can see some of the advantages of this plan. We have taken the lessons from our last remote learning experience and enhanced our model to add the structure and support that was missing in the spring of 2020. This remote learning experience will be more effective than it was in the spring. Here are the actual schedules so students and staff can see what each day would look like. The day starts with staff time to coordinate and with teammates and get things ready. Students, you need to be up and checked into your first class by 8:30 a.m. each day. Note that the periods are different each day, and each class period meets 2 or 3 times per week. Each day during synchronous learning, we will have built in a 15-minute break between classes, and instruction ends at 12:15. Students can come into the building Monday through Friday if they need a quiet place to work or if they need to use our internet services in our large common areas like our cafeterias during the morning hours of synchronous learning.
Monday through Thursday, after instruction ends, there's time for a break and travel. During this time, we'll run buses so students can come to school for the in-person options. In-person office hours will begin at 1 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and we'll schedule it so not all of the teachers will be in the buildings at the same time. Some, Group A, will come on Mondays and Wednesdays, and some, Group B, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If students do not come in for office hours, they should be working independently based on the instruction that occurred earlier. Fridays are a little different. Classes will meet for 45 minutes, just like the other days of the week. The classes that meet will alternate between the Monday-Wednesday group, that's Group A, and the Tuesday-Thursday group, Group B. This will allow a little more contact time to close out the week. After instruction ends on Friday, staff will have time for professional development and coordinating contact with families. Remember, there are no office hours or in-person supports on Fridays. The buildings will be closed for cleaning, so everything is remote on Fridays. Again, we acknowledge that remote learning is no substitute for in-person learning. As stated earlier, there's just no way to do that in-person learning safely. Additional support that was missing last spring will also come from adding scheduled in-person office hours for that additional support, as well as the synchronicity that you saw in the schedules earlier. Here you can see additional supports that we offer. On this slide, you can see the services that will be provided in person and some of the safety measures we'll take when in-person interaction occurs. We do want to emphasize that our school buildings will be open daily, with the exception of Fridays. While daily instruction will occur remotely each morning, Monday through Thursday, in-person supports for students will be available as needed in our buildings. We will coordinate this in such a way that the amount of people in the school at any one time will be minimal, allowing the in-person interactions to occur in larger spaces that facilitate social distancing. We will provide bus service Monday through Thursday with regular routes around the Zion-Benton community to ensure that transportation to school is not a barrier for our students. The district will strive to provide a safer environment in the school buildings by increasing regular cleanings, providing hand sanitizer and disinfectant wipes in each classroom and office area, implementing the use of electrostatic antiviral sprayers, and instituting more regular, comprehensive deep cleanings. On this slide are more steps that we will take to ensure the safety of those who do come into our buildings. Everyone, staff, students, and visitors, must wear a mask and practice social distancing while on school property. Staff will be trained in new health and safety protocols, and we will establish new patterns and procedures for entry, exit, and movement within the buildings, which we will communicate to students, parents, and visitors. I'll now turn it back over to Dr. Rodriguez for information about next steps towards making this plan a reality.
Thank you for next steps. The purpose of this video is an initial opportunity to provide an overview of our plan as we are moving forward to open the school year. A more comprehensive document with specific details is available on our website. Over the next several weeks, there are a number of steps that we will need to take in order to implement this plan effectively. Parents, students, please note that we will have live information sections to be streamed via Zoom on Wednesday, August 19 at 5:30, and Thursday, August 20th at 9 o'clock. Again, we invite you to talk to us, to provide feedback, to ask questions on these two particular dates. We also invite you to communicate with us directly via email or by contacting either the superintendent or the building principals. We will develop a web page with school reopening details. In addition, we will have monthly interactive remote learning updates to the Board of Education. And we will proactively prepare for second quarter and also for second semester. I am proud and grateful of the efforts of the administration, families, students, community, and the support of the Board of Education. These are challenging times, and we will rise to that challenge. Students, parents, community, we are Zion Benton together. Thank you.